Okay, hello. It's been a while. My regular schedule it got completely borked. I am working on it. I'm gonna try to bring it back to. It won't be the 2 to 4 in the afternoon. That's just not a thing that I can viably do with my new work schedule. I usually sleep until 3 o'clock in the afternoon because I work until 5 in the morning. I will be getting a schedule. It's most likely going to end up being Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or just Wednesday, Thursday. I haven't decided. 10 p.m. to midnight. I might do. I might make it from like 10 to 1. Make them a little bit longer because there's going to be less. But we'll see. I'll find something that works out, and we'll go from there. But for tonight, I got some stuff going in the air fryer, so I'm going to start this run. I will be getting up in just a moment to go. Uh, Not all of it is in the air fryer, so I do have to add a little bit, but I can get this run started. We're just barely getting into this. I'm just going to run some Slay the Spire 2 because I greatly enjoy it. Am I good at this game? No. Am I going to get better? Also, probably not. There's the air fryer now, so I'll go put the rest of it in there and start that back up and come back. Also, grab something to drink while I'm up. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at for the night. That's gonna go for 5 minutes, but we should be good to get rolling with the Necrobinder because that is my favorite of the classes in this game. I like it. It's kind of my thing. We're gonna do that. I like the 2 relics. I generally go for elites as much as possible, and if not, I go for question marks because I like the unknowns because you can't really get the unknown events if you don't go through them. So, yeah. Looks like I can get 3 elites if I go up the left and then take a real sharp right turn after the treasure. Or, actually, I guess if I go this way and I get a lot more unknowns. So we're just gonna... That should have drawn on the map, even though it was already closing. Bam, bam. I've been slimed. Oh, Osty, so close. So Osty's gonna lose a chunk of his health here, but I won't. So there's that. I'm trying to work my way up the ascensions. I'm not that good, so it takes a while. I'm gonna exhaust these because it's about to add more. Still gonna hit it for 11 though. We're just gonna hope that we get the unleash back, and it'll do pretty good damage. Wasn't a good thing to hope for, apparently. But now unleash is lethal, so it's fine. And there it is. If it's already lethal, there's no kill like overkill. Cool. This is pretty good, actually. 8 damage to all enemies with retain. Yeah. Yeah, see, it drew the little line on the map even though I put it on there late. Just like that one will be. Basically just shot a straight line up, but whatever. Bodyguard, unleash, and block it because, yeah, Austie would have took the hit, but I protect my Austie as much as possible. I don't know if that's the best strategy, but the way I see it is the more health Austie has, the more he can block when I need him to. Because right now, I don't really need him to block for me. Like right now, he's going to block 1. I got the 10, he's got the 1, I don't lose the health. That's kind of my logic there. And if we can go lethal, we just might as well do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just doing negative pulse on this. I look at things, yeah, it's just that. Negative pulse is just a good card. Plain and simple. No, let's go ahead and do this. Is it needed? No, but I like it. I only have 1 attack. But since this thing's got the slow, I should use my attack last. So it gets 1 extra damage. Ooh. But my air fryer did just finish, so I'm gonna go have to get that real quick. Just smack that guy up as much as I can, because this thing's about to start putting the beat down on me. Alright. So I am probably going to mute myself for a minute a couple minutes here, while I chomp down on my dinner. But I will be here. I will continue playing. It'll just be a little quiet on my end. So, should be alright. And like I said, I'm not actually good at this game. I just enjoy it. I got slapped around pretty good right there. Alright. Let's try this again. What's the daily looking like? Oh. Give it a shot. I like the Regent. Not necessarily good with him, but I like him. Holy elites. Oh my. I know it said that elites swarm, but holy crap. This guy again. It's too early to fight this guy. This dude's much better to fight later on in the run. Just because you have upgraded cards, you have better cards, you have more relics that can potentially help you. Early on, this guy just kind of beats you up. Like, this attack's already going to be lethal. One more attack and I think I would have been okay here. I think I would have been able to take him down. Yeah, got him. Two cards I had. Now this particular enemy doesn't really matter how late in the game you are to beat it. Obviously, the later you are, the better, because you'll just have better things. That one, you want to beat it as fast as possible because it's just always getting stronger. Every turn, it gets one more strike. Okay, I like that one. Alright, so I'm seeing... something like that. I guess I only needed 2 of those, huh? So this is the benefit of that power, is just make it so all of your defense have Sly, and you can discard them to use them. Doesn't work if you don't draw any ways to discard cards. My nose is running a little bit from this sauce. It's a little toasty. Chosen cheese! The chosen cheese is the only option there if you can afford it. Don't let the game lie to you. Oh, sorry, I blew my nose. I can breathe now, though, so it's much better. The chosen cheese has begun. Did I miss the proceed button twice? That would have been good. That would have also been good. So, unlike my friend Nair, I like to make sure that my deck is small. The less stuff I have in there, the better. And that's because it just makes it more consistent. So I used Survivor right there, even though it wasn't beneficial now, so that it would get the Sly. At this point, we're just trying to get out of this fight. So my playstyle in this game, for most characters, is War of Attrition. Ooh, I do not like these enemies. I should have done this last turn, but whatever. Better late than never. Little fun way to kill it instead of just smacking it. Okay. Little lizard tail action right away. Oh, Remember last turn when I said I didn't like this enemy? Still true. Wow. Especially when I just draw like garbage. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I don't need it for this turn, but I will. For the infections. With this butthole, the longer the fight goes, the more infections you get. The more infections you get, the faster you get hurt really bad. So see, I'm not even going to block all of that infection damage. Luckily, the poison will kill it, so I'm not dead, but... And now begins the fight for survival. Now might end the fight for survival. I probably should have just killed that one. I think I would have took one more damage if I had just killed it. Alright, here we go. So I blocked that, even had 2 extra. But this is where I get to the war of attrition. Is I just get to a point where eventually I can just outlast any damage that would be dealt to me, and my static or passive abilities are just good enough that I can pass by while defending myself. Well, if that one gets hit 3 times, it dies. If that one gets hit twice, it dies. So I should be okay. Nope, I'm in fact not. It's 2 damage more than I can take. So, Lizard Tail activated. Where's my water bottle? It's got my cough drops in it. Sorry. Oh, I only got 3 cough drops left. There's also a little water in there. So when I went to go get something to drink, I failed. I completely forgot that that was the thing I was doing while I was up. And I didn't do it. So here we are. Going to a campfire. Well, at least that piercing wail got Sly. Oh, you didn't need all three of them there. Poison kill. Sorry, I opened my Twitch and didn't have it muted, so that probably echoed once or twice. Let me click back on this. It's gonna do 8 damage. I mean, if I hit it with this or this, it's the same. We'll do this and just block it. Well, it was kind of the same. Chosen cheese. Damn. Need some tools of the trade. Oh, I'm playing all three. I keep drawing Tactician with no way to discard. And also, this dude is about to beat my face off. I had to. If I end up with 30 or less health, then it was worth it. Okay. Now we can start like actually fighting it. That is a little bit of the problem with the War of Attrition that I do is it takes a little bit to set up sometimes. But once you got it going, it really piles on. I played the one out of the three that I shouldn't because I didn't look. Wow, ringing even prevents slide activation. That's nuts. Alright, I didn't have to rest. I could have upgraded something. I lost all of, what, 6 health in that boss? I messed up. Abrasive is really good. Unless Tools of the Trade had been there, Abrasive was probably my second choice. Oh, I suppose gotta go through Pale first. You betcha. Wow. I am drawing so bad right now. I don't even know what I was thinking about there. My brain just kind of turned off for a moment. Apologies. Chosen cheese. Ah! Sorry, just kind of threw my mouse off the desk for a second. I caught it, but it was going. Sacrifice. To the left, to the left. More elites are over to the left. Okay, see, this is, again, just not good. What's going on? Why is the mouse being so jumpy? Alright, my brain is just, I don't know. Serpent form is really good with either shivs or a sly build, because sly, I'm still playing these cards I'm discarding. I'm just discarding them in order to do it. That hurt a lot. So I have this blocked. We're just gonna set up cards that are good for me to have sly on. Effect, essentially, is what I just did. I wish that I had this turn blocked so that I could serpent form, but that's not a thing. I mean, I would have barely survived it. If I could have got serpent form on turn 1, I was fine, because I would have done so much extra damage. Oh. Alright, let me go get something to drink real quick. I'll be right back. So, part of me wants to. I'm into a lot of things. Gaming, obviously, is one of them. I'm keeping this paused for now because I'm going to be getting back up in like a minute. But part of me wants to grab my laptop wherever I put that right now. It's not on my desk, which is kind of weird. That's where it should be. But anyway, take my laptop, bring it into the kitchen, set up a camera and stuff, and tomorrow I'm gonna be making a roast, which essentially just means I'm gonna toss stuff in the slow cooker. It wouldn't be worth it for this particular meal. But also do cooking streams. Once I actually have the stuff I need to do it, I'm gonna start building knives. I'm gonna try to stream that. So the plan for that is to somehow figure out a way to get a microphone that will capture my voice, but not the fire of the forge, the hammer strikes, because those are going to be loud, and try to stream those as well. So I would potentially be a knife maker, cook, gamer on stream. So that's kind of the plan. Right now, I don't know about the cook thing. It's an idea that I kind of been mulling around for a little bit. Is it a little bit odd? Yes. Do I enjoy cooking? Also, yes. But either way, for that, I would also have to figure out how to, lower at least the sound of the sizzling, the fan running, stuff like that. Because the fan in this apartment is not quiet. So I would have to figure out ways to do that. But that's kind of what I would like to do. For now, we're just going to be gamers. That month of unemployment didn't help me in being able to get my forging stuff ready. A big intention I have for that is because this is kind of just how Christmas works with my family, is we just put stuff on our Amazon list. Right now I have the full Persona cookbook as my only thing on my wish list. So there's that, I guess. But I want to put the propane forge and hammers at least on my Christmas list. I would most likely have to do this at my parents', which would be a 20-minute drive. So, I mean, there's that. But as long as I can have the setting for my laptop, so I could run Streamlabs and run it there. Their internet's not great, so I might not be able to do that. But that's kind of the plan right now, is to get that going with the knife making process there. Because I would like to stream the first knife I make, because it's probably going to be a pile of hot garbage. This is taking way longer to heat up than I wanted it to, so I'm gonna start another run because it's already been like almost 10 minutes with nothing. I think it's that button. I forgot which button my hotkeys are on. I got the right one. Only been like 2 weeks. That's how bad my brain is sometimes. We're just nah, because if I go random, let's go ironclad. Oh, it's fine. So for most characters, I would do 2 strikes. For ironclad, I'm gonna do 1 of each. The reason I don't want to do all strikes is because there are cards for ironclad that actually benefit you having strikes. The other classes, not so much. Looks like I can just take that left side and not have to think about my route one single bit. I can just go. So let's do that. Gets that one closer to dead, and I didn't really take any damage. So. I mean, just block it all. That's fine. Is it optimal? Probably not. But it's fine. Okay, so here, it's a little bit of a waste to do that, but whatever. This is going to hurt. Nothing I could have done about it, but still. Now we beat it up and put it into strike range. There we go. This card, not good. Unless you can consistently exhaust it. Because even if you do exhaust it, then it just comes back into your discard pile. It doesn't stay in exhaust. Not like Bombardment for the Regent, which, because that card exhausts itself, as soon as you use it, it's exhausted. It's there. And it will always be there, and it will keep going. But through that fight. I don't really like any of these. I don't like doing exhaust stuff. Because one, it's a build that you have to commit. Like, you can't go half in on the exhaust build. It is all or nothing. And two, if you don't get it, you just ruin every other build that you could have done. Now he's in triple strike range, but I don't know. I might have bash and a strike. That should be enough. I don't think it is. It'll be 1 short. Alright, well, we'll defend then. So we just take 2 damage instead of 7. Now we double strike. We're done. I'm gonna go get my coffee. Because that's what I'm heating up. It's taking forever. You're a mess. Alright, I'm coming back. Okay. So, sorry about that. I went to pour my coffee into my mug that'll keep it hot for a while, and I missed. Just straight up missed. I'm not sure if you could hear my. Oh no, I made a mess. But it happened, and yeah, it wasn't good. Add a copy of the third attack you play each turn into your hand. Sure. Straight up the left. Don't think about it. I remember. Yep, that's pretty good. Innate, for a lot of things, innate is really good. Because I can just be like, boom, got it. Every fight, I will start with juggling. I just don't have to worry about it. It's there. So now I can go 1, 2, 3, and boom, there's a strike. So the thing that works really good with that is if you're going perfected strike. Is that gonna matter? I can do 27. I do that, so let's just do that. So the thing is, for perfected strike, like I was saying, is the more strikes you have, the more damage perfected strike does. Well, if you keep making strikes be the third attack you do every turn, you keep adding more and more strikes. So the more you have, the more damage perfected strike does. The more you keep copying, the more you have. So it just ends up working out. That said, you do have to actually get it. Also, couples really good with rage, because then you can hit rage, attack 3 times, make a copy of it, but you still get block. Chosen cheese, by the way, always. So this looks like it's just going to be a give 'em hell build. Also known as they can't hurt me if they're dead. Okay. My mug is still dripping on me. I see it. This, folks, is why you should always have a towel of some kind at your desk. Because you never know when something might happen and you make a mess and you're gonna need to clean it up. But you don't want to be running around looking for a way to clean it. I don't think I can kill that. This one I can. So, I mean, look at that freaking waste of resources right there. Take 3 less damage. If I would have had rage last turn, I would have been pretty okay, actually. Wouldn't have been perfect, but better. Let's do this. Yeah, that's not helpful. Gotta get one of these gone. Barely. Good thing I had it already because I didn't draw another one. So, this fight in particular against a non-elite enemy is really not going well. This is just a normal freaking dude. Let's rage, bash. Get rid of one of the slimed because it's adding another 2 to my deck right now. Okay, this is 18 damage. We're out of there. See, Bully is good. Is it great? No. But it gives me the opportunity to play more stuff. We're gonna Rage. It was barely worth it. So see, the fun thing is, now what we do is we copy Bully. Now there's 2 copies of Bully in my discard pile. So now we Rage, we Bash, we Strike, and we Bully twice again. And we're barely taking damage here. 5. I can live with taking 5 damage against this enemy. And then if it was going to live long enough, we're going to do it again. So that's where the struggle or the juggling comes in. That's actually really good just in case you ever need it. Anger would also be good, but man, eventually you just end up with only anger, and it's not worth it. I actually don't like any of those 3, so we're just gonna not take one. Yes, people, that is an option. Most people see cards and like, ooh, need it. No, you don't need to take it. Too bad I don't have Rage this turn. So the Bully isn't going to have any extra damage from Vulnerable because it's not. However, it does still let me copy it. So I know I took that full hit right there, and it's not a good idea to do that. But at least here, we're going to be able to defend this hit. And then some. And I copied another Bully. Mind you, not vulnerable. So Bully's, like, the effect of Bully isn't activating at all. The attack itself is going well. I have to do some math here. So if I do 8, 9, I'm not going to get there. Is it worth going down to 6 health? Oh, I could heal right after this? It's alright. I'm going to get it close to dead. Yeah. Is that worth it? Possibly not. But I am going to heal a little bit at the end of this fight. And yeah, it's really dead this time. And I would have got to play that defend on top of it. That's what I'm talking about right there. Phosphorus is just good. Doesn't matter. It's good. At the start of your turn, put a random attack pile from your discard into your hand and upgrade it. Sign me up. Gonna heal. This is what the Chosen Cheese is for. The more max health you have, the more health you recover when you rest. It's just better. It snowballs into a good effect of having shit. Alright, get everything active. Do that just in case it somehow does damage to me. But I mean, we're doing good here. Bully? Yeah! So now we can do this. It won't actually take effect though. But that's alright, because its artifact is gone. You're very dead. So that's 16 damage. Making a copy of it. I already have another one in my hand. So that's 16 damage 3 times. That's 48. I would have almost killed it from full health in just that turn. Actually, I would have with the damage that I had already done. things need vulnerable, that's another way to put it on it, and it puts it on multiple things. It's only one, but one vulnerable is still good. Okay, so here's what we're going to do that might be stupid. So what I did is I just cut my deck down significantly. That does two things for me. One, it makes it so I'm more likely to draw the cards that are effective. On the flip side, it makes it more likely for me to draw infections. In fact, I should have waited and tried to discard as many infections as possible. I should have hit that one with Bully and then Thunderclapped. Either way. Well, I got the Thunderclap back, so at least there's that. Rage. Thunderclap. Smack you. That'll kill you. Smack you. And good enough. Also, with aggression, the more bullies I have in my discard pile, the more likely I am to pull a bully back. Like that. And that. Then we just bash one, and then we bully them until they're dead. Does that sound horrible? Is that a sentence that shouldn't be said in most situations? Absolutely it is. However, we're gonna do that. I saw the Perfected Strike. I thought about it, but nah. So that is at the next treasure. There'll be an extra 600 gold in it. If I make it that far. That is halfway through the next act. So can't defend it all this turn, but I could either go aggression, or I could go for doubling or duplicating the Thunderclap. I think I'm just gonna do this. I could have duplicated it with juggling. They're not free, which is why I am a little reticent to do that. Oh, right. I would love to use this, but first I have to get rid of the Slippery. This is actually really good to draw right now. I need to block. Yeah, this is just bad. I'm gonna start stacking up the vulnerable as much as I can, I guess. This is bad. Slippery's gone at least, so I can hurt it now. So now we can actually start fighting. I need to keep that vulnerable up, so if I ever do get the bullies started, they're actually effective. Alright, we can rage. Doesn't matter. See, this is where, if I was going to survive this turn, this would be a super effective thing to do. Is you do this, and then I just gave myself 6 strength for the rest of this fight. So those are going to go down by 5, sure. But that means I will still have 7 strength for the whole rest of the fight. Having 7 strength means the fight's not going to last long. Alright, I haven't done defect yet. So let's go for that. Obviously, none of the other ones are working out so great, so I mean, it can't really be worse, right? So, greed is good because of the 333 gold, but the card itself is horrible. I think I'm just going to go that. Not fantastic. Up the middle, really, because there's a bunch of unknowns. There's a shop that I would like to... I don't want to hit this one because it's too early. Even this is pretty early. So we're going to have to go that route in order to get 3 elites, I think. Let's see. Can we hit the right one? Nope. Block. Now it did. I mean, it's not the wrong one, technically, because it is the healthiest one that got hit for the most damage. But if one of those hits would have went here, it would have been better. Taking 2 damage. Oh. Nope, bad math. I didn't take any. Even better. Duplicates. So I don't like having empty orbs. It's not effective. I think I could have just struck it twice in one. Oh, that works. So, whatever. And that's why a lot of times that's really good. It's really good to get early like this. I guess if I want to avoid that shop, I can. If I go this way, I'll avoid those early shops. Because I can't confirm it, but I know that in game 1, at least, if you go to a shop and see a relic there, it's gone for the rest of the run. Like, you have used up your chance to get that relic. So I don't like going to early shops because then you can't afford the relics. So everything you see is gone from the rest of that run. You get rid of the option to get it. I don't know if that's true in this game. It is in the first one. I don't know about the second. But on the likely chance that that is the same, I just don't go there. I don't do it. See, it specifically says zero cost attack, which means I specifically want claw. And you're done. And the reason I want claw is because, of course, it doesn't show up because I want to say it. That's actually really good. So claw is every time you play a claw, do more damage for every claw. Like every claw from then on does more damage. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's go to full health and then fight some stuff. Should be alright. And it was these. It always is, I think. That one's not having a good day. So I don't know if the thing that makes it so your lightning affects all enemies is in this game. In the first one, it was pretty overpowered. So I could completely understand if they didn't put it back in. It would make sense because you could have an entire like group of enemies, and you effectively just hit the no button. I don't want to fight them anymore. They're all gone. So this is an interesting little thing here. Is if I do this, there's only one attack in my... Oh, it's from my draw pile. Never mind. I was thinking discard pile. I'm like, there's only one option. But that wasn't true. Dual cast and end the fight. So yes, I do realize that since I got Feral, I have not played it. That one's really good for it. That's really good for Feral. It costs 2. So I like to upgrade it. So it lowers the cost to 1. Pretty much anything I can do that'll lower the cost of my cards is what I'm looking for. Let's... You know what? No. I like this option. We go 1, 2, 3, and then Momentum Strike. That was pretty good. So now we Feral. Zap. Hit him. So now, Momentum Strike costs 0. So what we can do is hit him with a Momentum Strike. I should have waited. And then it copies it. So now I have another Momentum Strike. Could have done like 3 more damage that turn. And now we Gambler's Brew. Okay, I didn't get what I want. However, I could still get it. I didn't. So this is going to hurt a lot, but it is dead next turn. So I took that full hit for the guarantee to finish off the fight right here. FTL is also really good. The 0 cost cards that the defect gets are generally pretty freaking good. I mean, even dual cast it when you upgrade becomes 0. So yeah, we give him full block. I might as well. Yeah. No, go away. Oh, I can't delete that. So we're gonna go Feral. Lightning Rod, and then just strike. So, for those wondering why I said no, go away. Don't come in here and just post, hey, you can buy viewers, and then disappear. You're not helping anybody because all you're doing is being a nuisance to every streamer that you have ever copied and pasted that message to. Nice. I can go either way here, honestly. I'm just gonna take the fire and upgrade. Yeah, zap. Just give me that 0 cost lightning orb. But anyway, the thing that upsets me the most about people that come in and just go buy viewers at this website. They don't even sit and watch. They literally hop in, paste their message, and leave. So you're not even helping them out at all. You're just coming in and being annoying. For Pharaoh, we're just gonna have to count on FTL for now. I needed to shield up. My health isn't looking great. The tungsten rod is helping. Here's FTL. I copied it because it was the first 0 cost. If I just block that, or if I just block that much, I can take this one out. So it was going to do 8 damage. I could have blocked for 5, so killing it actually makes me take less damage. Nah. So this is where the tungsten rod comes in big, because it's just going to make me take 1 less. So multiple little hits are better for me than 1 big hit. Against me. That's a horrible draw. That turn worked out alright, but it wasn't good cards to make it happen. I didn't even realize I had that. Alright, so that's going to block most of the damage. Unfortunately, the tungsten rod doesn't work if you don't take damage to your health. But we can feral momentum FTL to kill it, so I still draw a card even though I don't need one. The tungsten rod doesn't work against that's the card I want. Blocked hits, essentially. Doesn't work if you block it. It only works to prevent you from taking health damage. It's over. So voltaic is just, I activated my machine gun. It is best when you upgrade it so it doesn't get exhausted. Because then if your voltaic is high, or if your count is high on how many lightning orbs you've channeled, let's say it's 10, use voltaic, it's 20. Use voltaic again, well now it's that 10 plus that 20 for 30. And the number goes up pretty quick. But we're going to use this speed potion here if I get enough, if I get really any defense. Okay, I got a couple. I got enough that it's still worth it. So we go here, we go here. So this time against Vantum, had to remember his name for a second. It was not coming to me for that little bit. I have a much better setup where I can actually just keep going and doing things, and this is going to do a lot of damage. Actually, it's enough damage because I can do that, and lightning will finish him off. My setup was so much better. Like, it wasn't even close. These are not good. Coolant I'll take, but I'm mostly going to be channeling lightning, so, like, it's not a good option. It's just there. I think I'm gonna do one of those. Although I do have decent cash. There's a late shop that way. Alright, so I think what I'm actually gonna do is that. Up here, through these two elites, and then out to Wormussy. Well, just like that, those are going to be channeling for the rest of the fight, because it runs away pretty much at that point. There's Momentum Strike for free on the first one. Ooh, he's trying to steal my Feral. You can't have that. Goodbye. Nah. Now I 100% want to go to the shop. It's so good. It's so hard to not take that one. I'm not sure if you guys know about Fake Merchant, but now that I have the Foul Potions, I want to find him. I have to do this so I can pull him out of the ground. That tunneler was about to smack me up pretty good, and I couldn't take that. So Voltaic, which I have been using to end every fight up until this point that I've used it, couldn't end this one. Did get me there, but in this fight I had to use it to just not take that damage because I couldn't. Start of each combat. Oh, okay. Right here is where we're going to upgrade Voltaic. So now I can just use it. Yes, it still costs 2, so it's still a little bit of a problem. But, oh yeah, Tungsten Rod makes it so that does 1 less damage to me as well. So I'm gonna keep one of these. So if I find Fake Merchant, I can do it. Okay. I'm probably just going to play both of those barrels, to be honest. Well, this wasn't a good draw. There's FTL. Thankfully, one of those lightnings went to the right spot. That's really all I was hoping for. This time there is no right spot. I'm getting hit. But now, Momentum Strike is pretty freaking solid. And next time Voltaic comes up, if I get there, I might finish the fight before that. It's just better. So that FTL, FTL, Zap. I didn't have one. Let's kill that one, and then electrocute that one to death. Sacrifice. I'm not a big fan of this guy. He's not as bad as some of the others, but... So what I'm going for on those draws right there is I'm trying to get FTL. Because I could do those two and then FTL right after. Do that. Drop the capacitor. So I'm going to take 14 damage here because of that tungsten rod. So I'm taking 14 instead of 21. That's a significant fucking difference. So that'll do 0, actually. No, it would have done 0 at 17 because it would have broke it, and then it would have done 1 damage reduced by 1. So we want to keep the lightning rolling in. The more lightning we have, the more lightning we can hit with, the better off we are. That is really bad. Like lethally bad. I am dead. Wow. Because that's going to do 21. That's messed up. Ugh, it is not going well at all. My Regent run was the daily run, so it wasn't technically a Regent run. Just gonna take an extra 150 because that seems like a totally Regent thing to do. Looks like I can go pretty much up the middle, or yeah, up the middle will get me 3. That shop is early, but I might do it because of the extra 150. Oh, I gained a strength. That's right. That's tempting. The problem is it is 3 energy. So, like, I'm going to draw it, and most of the time it won't be effective. No, I'm not taking it. It was tempting. I was tempted. Not enough, obviously, but I will acknowledge the temptation was there. Just wasn't enough to get me to actually do it. So I'm not going a forge route with the Regent. Um, the last time that I did really good was with a forge route. Um, like really good. I believe that's the only one that I actually finished with the Regent. As you can see by my ascensions, I haven't actually cleared this game very many times. I'm pretty sure that I have said I'm not actually good at this game. And I might be not good at this game because I'm unlucky. I'm sure that has something to do with it. Your journey ends here. So every time I can lower this guy's strength is just a good thing. Even if it's only temporary like this, it's still really good. Especially with resonance where I can lower his while raising mine. Oh, okay. Let's do one of those. I do like convergence here. Hold on. Black hole, then neutron aegis, then we're gonna gather light. Followed up with a solar strike. Boom! We're golden. Little resonance, little falling star. Orbit is really good. I'm at 5 health, so not even a question. We're resting. Get a relic. Centennial Puzzle's good for extra card draw if you take a hit. I wish that I could say that I never use the Centennial Puzzle, but I use the Centennial Puzzle pretty much every fight that I can. Every time it comes out, it gets used. It just does. So I may not have blocked this turn, but I did take its damage down half. I should have done this in the other order, but whatever. It would have took 1 off of it, which means that my 3rd energy used this turn would have been yeah, I would have been able to block 5 more damage if I had done Orbit before Black Hole. I think it's going to do 1 damage. 1's fine. I can take a lot of 1s. See, 4 is not so fun. Not liking this. Doesn't look great. Not for this turn. This turn's fine. Because we're just going to do this for the S's and G's. And then we're actually going to use the sword. I kind of like that. I cannot take the chosen cheese. This fight's not going to go well. doing the math there to see if it was worth taking that hit. I have plating. I could have done it. Dang it! I always forget about plating. I truly do. Alright, so now the black hole is the way to go. Because it does 3 damage to all of them. So if I have something that does or costs stars, I'm going to use it. If I can. Well, we're not looking good here. Never mind, we should be okay. As long as I got any attack or sorry, I was reading these. Any attack or any star cost or regen ability that I could play. That part is necessary. I won that fight. So. So Reflect, really good card. This turn's gonna suck. That's gonna be 19 damage. I just tried to pick up my microphone to drink my coffee. I shouldn't say I reached for my microphone to take a drink of my coffee. Wasn't gonna work. That is indeed the wrong thing. All right. You can raise your strength. I don't think you're going to be alive long enough for it to really have an effect. Especially since I'm just going to take it back down. Not hurting for stars, otherwise I would have went that route. course I get reflect when it doesn't matter. There we go. Yes, that. That, along with Black Hole, is just automatic 3 damage. I may as well have the freaking Mercurial Lantern or whatever it is. Because it does the same effect. But these are upgradable. And an additional effect. You know, I'm pretty good for the stars. I think I'm just gonna sandcastle and upgrade 6 random cards. Okay. They weren't the ones I would have chose for sure. But it's 6 of them. That left side's got a lot of unknowns and a shop. By the time I get there, I should be close to 500. Let's full block the first one and then start beating up the second one. Because it stuns itself if it gets full blocked. You have a lot of armor. Let's just do that. That's fine. Starting to feel tired, which is... Oh, it is 2 in the morning. But I work night shifts now, so it's a little bit weird. With the 7 plating, we're good to go there. Take 1 here, that's fine. I mean, I might as well hit it hard. And as soon as my turn starts, after I take this 10, unfortunately, done. Let's glow. Drawing more cards is... It's really never bad. If you can draw more cards, it's almost never a bad thing. This guy is always in this spot. And it's good to beat the living daylights out of him on turn 1. That's fine. Was it a good turn? Not really. But it wasn't bad either. Why is he hitting so hard? Not this turn, he ain't. Oh, you're gonna run away? Boom, sword. He was trying to steal my orbit. It's just rude. I'm gonna go through that shop right there. Oh, these guys are... they're a mild annoyance, I guess. The black hole just pretty quickly just destroys things. Okay, good. I really didn't want to take the first whole hit. Actually, doing it this way, I'm barely going to take any of it. No. I could do that. I don't think it would have been worth it. Alright, now with what I've got, it probably would have been. Oh, why did my... Okay. Yep, there it is. Twitch was just weird. It just dropped me out of my own stream. It really put the beat down on there. What does the fan do? Oh, I played 3 attacks, so I got 4 block. That's helpful. Not very, but it's helpful. Sword. Sorry, I was focusing on that one because it was not great. I had to focus in order to just survive that fight. We're gonna go up through these unknowns on the left. The louse progenitor. Make it weak so it doesn't really hurt me as much. That was important because I wasn't blocking. So Solar Strike, and then we can Resonance. If I can lower their strength, it's good, because a lot of things buff their strength. So if I can counter that, even just a little, sometimes, is completely worth it. Alright, let's Genesis, and then Gather Light to get the defense up. And then an upgraded Defend should get me close. Yeah, that's fine. My Twitch is being really wonky right now and just keeps dropping me out. So I just refreshed it to hope that that fixes it, because if it doesn't, then I just don't know what would. Oh. See, there's two ways I could go. I could go up this way and get those 3 unknowns, or I could go this way and hit those 2 fires, or at least up to here, depending on where I'm at. I think I need the fires more at this point. Tungsten Rod is amazing. Wish I would have had it sooner, but who cares when? Better late than never. Alright, those 2 right there, that little tiny stretch gave me a little bit of hope. Sorry, I was taking a drink of my coffee. We're going to go ahead and duplicate right away on this Resonance. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. 0. You get a powdered demise because I really don't like you. You often beat the brakes off of me. What am I doing? See, that'll take. Because I might need it. We're gonna... the shop isn't that important. I would love to be able to go through the shop. That's not a thing I can do. Alright, so I beat the crap out of that one. Right. That's fine. After this run, I'm going to call it because my stuff is tweaking out anyway. Yeah, it's already dying again. Oh, it didn't die this time, but it tried. See, fake merchant. Of course, I don't have the foul potion to throw at him, but... What's his crab? Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Every time I fight the crab, there is one turn where I'm not able to turn and face the right direction that completely destroys me. Alright, I'm only going to take 3 damage, so I'm actually going to do that. I'm just going to toss this, because, you know. Alright. That hidden cache will get my stars coming back up. That's never good. See? It's not good. I mean, I can do that. I guess I could have blocked 2 more, I think. Yep. Tungsten rod wasn't gonna cover that one. I even faced the right direction for most of those. I just took it a little risky at the start to try to get set up. It didn't quite pan out, unfortunately. And just didn't draw what I needed to block that really big hit coming in. And that's all she wrote. That's all it takes, really. But yeah. So that was 5 6-ish runs, and I made it to the boss of Act 2 twice. That's it. So 5 runs, and I never finished Act 2, and 3 of them I didn't even get to the final boss of Act 2. That's not good. That's not good at all. But my Streamlabs and or Twitch is tweaking out really bad, so I'm gonna hop off of here. But that was fun. As much as I didn't do good, I enjoyed the time that I spent playing it. You know it's a good game if the person playing it still enjoyed losing. Just saying. So, on that fun note, I am going to hop over here. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a fantastic, well, it's morning, so have a fantastic morning, I guess.